Hey guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and today I'm bringing to you kind of like a rant style video, a wrap up to Tamashii Nations Lightning Week or whatever that was last night. It's honestly hard to put into words what I was feeling last night, that I had to pretty much take a whole day just to collect my thoughts in a way. This event had the chance to be like the greatest thing Tamashii Nations or Bandai. I'm gonna use those words interchangeably. I'm just referring to whoever put this event on. It had the chance to be one of the greatest events ever for S.H.Figuarts. If you know me, I'm a fan of re-releasing figures because I feel like as a fan of Dragon Ball, I want other fans to have easy access to these figures. I don't consider myself a gatekeeper, like, oh, I own this figure, so if you miss your chance, well, too bad for you. Go pay double resale price. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I want the most access to these figures for the most people as possible because I think the figures are really cool, and I feel like any fan should be able to experience them. So when we saw the incredible re-releases that they had up on the page, and I'm talking about Beast Gohan for $65. I'm talking about Ultra Instinct Toyotaru Goku. I'm talking about Full Power Frieza, King Cold. The excitement literally went through the roof. I was telling everybody that was into the line, dude, this is going to be amazing. But basically, all that excitement just fell down the stairs immediately as soon as the live stream happened and as soon as the clock turned into 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you were in the stream, well, let me say this. There was issues on and off stream. If you were in the stream, as soon as it hit 5, it literally sounded like Android 19 was getting killed in front of us because there was just like static hitting our ears from like 5 to 5:10. I kid you not. So if you were in the stream, consider yourself lucky. Eventually, they got that fixed, but it did take them a pretty long time. They had to send us like 3 different links for new live streams. But yeah, off stream on Premium Bandai is when the biggest issue happened. As soon as the clock turned to 5, everything that we wanted, referring back to those crazy re-releases, instantly showed as sold out. Like, literally, we did not even get a chance. And I'm talking about like 99.9% of people had no chance of getting any of these figures. There's a lot of theories going out there that it's scalpers with bots, or maybe there literally was like no stock. And by no stock, I mean maybe like 10 figures per posting or whatever. I don't know for sure. I do know, and I've seen it in the sneaker reselling market, that stuff like this always happens with bots where they just like instantly eat up stock. So if I had to lean towards one theory, I'd say it was botting because it literally was instant. Like, I'm telling you, as soon as the clock turned 5, everything was gone. So that was really deflating for the entire community. Like, I was looking at the live chat, I was looking at Reddit, I was looking at Instagram, I was looking at Twitter, and everything just started to get bombarded with, basically people being angry, being sad, being bummed. Because you got to realize that everyone was so excited about this. People literally, maybe they had commitments that they had to cancel just to be online at Premium Bandai at 5 p.m. to, hopefully get these grails of figures that they've been wanting for so long that they don't want to overpay for. And it was just really awful. I think it was just handled really awful. And this could have maybe been avoided by Tamashii Nations by explaining that there's gonna be a very limited amount of stock, from the get-go. On their website they could have put, hey, there's only gonna be a small amount of quantity for each figure, so get ready. Because then we would have at least prepared ourselves to be like, okay, I should probably be on the page of the figure that I really want, like at 4:55. That way, when the clock turns 5, I refresh, and then I'll try to check out as quick as possible, and hopefully get lucky. I feel like that would bring expectations down. And yeah, people would still be bummed, right? But at least you knew ahead of time, hey, these are very limited. There's a very good chance I'm not going to get my hands on it. To us, I feel like it was very confusing to see how the date for the event is like February 6th to February 17th. In my head, that means these figures are going to be available for like an entire week. I don't know if that is what you thought, but that's definitely what I thought. It was just crazy, honestly. It was so mishandled that I just don't understand it. I would much rather them just having all these figures that they showed, making a new pre-order window, and then delivering the figures like 6, 7, 8 months later. Like, I feel like a lot of people would be down with that. Like, maybe Tamashii Nations Lightning Week would just be like opening all these different pre-orders just for this week from February 6th to February 17th. The pre-orders are only going to be open during that time, so get your pre-orders in. And then maybe September, October, we get all these figures for retail, I thought that's what they were going to do, but, a lot of people were making the joke that it wasn't Tamashii Lightning Week. It was like Tamashii Lightning minute, second, if that. But then back on stream, I felt it was a lot more disrespectful, the fact that they just kept talking as if nothing had happened, If you were on stream, you know what I'm talking about. Like, the chat was blowing up saying, what happened? Where's the stock? Where's my Beast Gohan? Where's, everything is. And they just kept yapping about, like this guy over here on the right, he has nothing to do with him. Don't give him any hate. He's just a personality they brought on. This guy on the left, maybe, I think he's definitely more in the business side of the Tamashii Nations thing, But it was very evident that they were ignoring the chat and they were ignoring the elephant in the room, which was wild to me. They should have at least given a mention to the fact that, Dragon Ball is like so hot. Literally everything sold out in a second. At something, mention it. Mention that there's an issue, Instead, they just decided to keep going on about their business. And not only that, they literally tried their best to just ignore the topic of Dragon Ball completely. It was honestly hilarious. Like, they were talking about Naruto. They were talking about Gundam. They were talking about literally any other series they could talk about except Dragon Ball. Literally at one point, I kid you not, they had these Goku figures here, and I just saw like people from the back just rushing to take them off screen because they knew how bad they messed up, and they knew how much hate they were getting in the comments. That they were like, let's just take the focus out of that. It was just funny to see, They even went to the website at one point, and as you can see here, all the good stuff was gone already. This was probably like 10, 15 minutes into the stream, into the actual working stream, and literally everything was gone. They did not mention any of the cool figures that they had up for sale. You would think that'd be like a talking point, right? Oh, we have Beast Gohan up here. We have King Cold up here. We have But no, it was all gone by the time they even got to like the Dragon Ball section. And then basically by the end of it, I personally was just left wondering what was the point of the stream at all, you know? We thought they were going to go, well, honestly, we thought from the get-go it was going to be a much better experience, right? But we thought at least there's going to be maybe some other reveals of maybe new figures or maybe other cool re-releases they're doing during the entire week. But by the end of it, there was literally nothing gained from it. What did we gain from this? I was hoping something, you know, but instead you just had a bunch of angry fans commenting on your live stream excessively for like half an hour, 40 minutes, just for no reason. What was the reason? I don't know. So my experience personally, I did pick up some figures. I'm not gonna lie. It was none of the crazy ones. In fact, you could actually go on the website right now and pick up the ones that I picked up. So for pre-orders, I picked up the cooler, which I believe you could still go in there and pick them up. And then I finally got this guy, King Goma. You know, I was laying it off because I didn't want to waste my free shipping coupon on him. And then now they're giving free shipping for everything. Just makes you think, what was the point of the free shipping coupon, right? But I got those two. And then I also got this Piccolo Mini Daima. You know, I hadn't really picked them up yet, and I just thought with the stand, it was like a better deal, you know? So I picked that up, and I picked up the Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku. Not a fan of the price, but for the channel and for the review and for the website, I felt like I needed to pick them up. I didn't pick up the Super Saiyan Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan just because, I don't know, I was really disappointed with that figure. I felt like it was a very smart thing to try and get this to as many people as possible, but for whatever reason, they decided on $45 when they initially put it up for $40. And then this is a really awful selection of accessories. Like, I was for sure saying that it wasn't going to include the Kamehameha effect piece, which I think it's okay, you know? You could do many things with this figure that doesn't require the Kamehameha, but the fact that it only brings an extra face, that's disrespectful in my opinion. I feel like it should have just included everything else except for the Kamehameha, especially for this price. I was hoping it was going to be like at the $35 or maybe in $40, but $45, you know, if you watch any of my reviews, I feel like they put a $20 premium whenever they include an effect piece on a figure. So this one is like $20 less than the original one, but they also took away a bunch of hands and faces. So I don't know. I didn't feel like that was a good deal. Tamashii, that's their Instagram handle, actually did put out like a little statement. They basically said, we read all your comments, you know, popular items like Beast Gohan were allegedly restricted to one per person. That's a different issue, which, I mean, when I was in there, personally, I did not see a one per person like warning or error or anything. As a matter of fact, I feel like I could have bought as many Super Saiyan 2 Gokus as I could have, honestly. But I don't know. I didn't see a one per person. Maybe some of you did see that. I don't think I saw it. So if they are saying that and it's in fact a lie, then that's just even more shady on Tamashii Nation's side. Why are you lying about that? I don't get it. But yeah, they're saying they can't really promise anything right now, but they'll look into user interest when we can. So two scenarios come out of this. They just hope the issue goes away and they ignore it. Or maybe they will have like a pre-order window for these figures. And then everything's all in good, you know. But anyways, just wanted to come and like summarize the letdown of an event this was. And I felt so much regret, I'm not gonna lie, because before I was a bit skeptical about the event. I was like, this looks kind of whack. They're re-releasing Super Saiyan 2 Goku for like $30 above what it originally was 3 years ago. And then the Legendary Super Saiyan Goku, they literally switched the price from $40 to $45 under our noses. So it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And then like 1 or 2 days before the event went live, when we saw they're re-releasing Beast Gohan, King Cold, Full Power Frieza, Super Android 17, Ultra Instinct Goku, I actually took back my comments and I said, actually, I misjudged Tamashii Nations. They're actually doing something amazing for the community. So I feel like this is an event that's going to be worthwhile. And then they just let me down again. But I mean, there's still a little hope out there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the event is set to go on till the 17th. So we don't know what else they have planned. If this is it, then yeah, it will go down as the worst event ever. But if they still have more surprises for us down the line in the next week, then maybe I'll take back my words again, But anyways, my question to you for today, how was your experience last night? What are your thoughts? Now that a day has passed and, we've all had time to collect our individual thoughts, Anyways, I hope you have a nice rest of your day.